So I'd like to read from a speech that he made to the MIC in May 1955. It is our hope that Malaya will join this committee of nations soon and make her own contribution to the furtherance of world peace, goodwill and understanding, a role for which she is particularly suited as she is herself a miniature committee of nations.
Deva Kunjari's childhood home was never quiet. From breakfast at the dining table to late-night homework with cousins, the house was alive with the voices of people seeking her father's advice. Her father was the late VT Sambanthan, MIC president, cabinet minister, and one of the signatories of the 1957 Merdeka agreement. But to her, he was simply Appa.
No matter how busy he was there for us. It could be just a few minutes at the meal table. So we were used to him being around with people, but somehow always being available to us, no matter how busy he was.
For Kunjari, this balance between public duty and family love defined their bond. Even after long days as a minister, Sambanthan still tucked her in with bedtime stories, tales he invented, weaving lessons about agriculture and politics into fantasy. And according to Kunjari, titles never changed him, whether as Sungai Siput's first MP or a federal minister, or when he briefly served as acting prime minister. To Kunjari, he was the same humble man.
So whether he was a politician, whether he was a father, an uncle, a brother, he was always the same person. He never treated people as being less than he was or we were. He was very down to earth about whatever position he carried. And I think it was always for him a question of what he brought to the table and how much he could serve.
His sense of service was rooted in his beginnings. Born in 1919 to Indian migrants, he saw firsthand the struggles of estate workers. In 1960, he founded the National Land Finance Cooperative Society to safeguard their livelihoods. At home, his values stretched beyond community lines. Their household embraced Malaysia's diversity, with Jawi and Mandarin lessons taught to the children. Growing up, Kunjari was also exposed to the Makyong, Menorah, and East Malaysian culture. She says she's proud too that her father played a crucial role in lifting the ban on the Chinese lion dance in the early 1970s.
So we embraced everything. We were not brought up to regard something as being ours and not anything else. We were raised to respect and to assimilate as part of our heritage that which is a component of being Malaysian.
Kunjari says her father's greatest legacy lies not in his titles, but in his kindness, honesty, and in seeing no distinctions between people. Words that still guide her to this day.
You know, he used to say, many races but one people. So I think he was very proud of the fact that although we were so many strands, we came together, and we came together organically, naturally, and coherently.
This Malaysia Day, as she reflects on her own hopes for the nation, Kunjari recalls her father's forward-looking vision for Malaysia.
I think I must have been 9 or 10. My father asked me a question which I didn't understand. And he said, if you were planning for Malaysia, how far ahead would you plan? So he was actually always thinking about the future and how you would lay the foundations for something that would benefit the country, the community, now we call it the Rakyat, in time to come.
Ultimately, Kunjari hopes Malaysians would dream big, seize whatever opportunities that come our way, and grow together and not apart, just as father envisioned.
This was the poem which my father recited in Parliament, and this epitomizes what I feel for the country and what I feel should be within each of us as Malaysians. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depths of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way. Into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake.
Theevya, Ragu and Dinesh Kumarmaganathan, FMT.